We now have images of Celeste Rivas before she went and disappeared. But my question is, what is she running from?
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal.
What's up, y'all? We got some breaking news, some big images, some big video that just came out. We are finally getting some more insight of what happened here. I mean, it's not like a huge, like big, bombshell piece of information, but it is interesting nonetheless that we are finally seeing some surveillance footage of Celeste Rivas right before she disappeared from her home. So this is something very interesting. And as you see, when we see the video, the ongoing question I have is, what is she actually running from? Because you could see her like she's quickly trying to kick rocks. She's trying to get out of there. For what reason? We don't know. Is it to get back into the arms of David later on? I don't know. But it is interesting because you got to know she is a repeat runaway. She has a history of running away from her home. Her home is very troubled. She comes from a troubled home, but it is still a question of what is actually going on here, right? What is actually going on here? We're going to get into that in just a minute. Let's get into this article here before we go into the video, though. So, Celeste Rivas ran away from home multiple times in 2024, but it seems she didn't always disappear without a trace because security cam footage captured one time that she actually left. TMZ obtained video from a liquor store just down the street from where her family's home was, taken just after 7 a.m. on March 19th, 2024 in Lake Elsinore, where she's from. Okay, her and her family are from, in which a person in a black hoodie and white pants identified by her family as Rivas is striding down the street. She kind of like running, walking, speed walking. You can see you'll see it in just a second. Another angle shows Rivas jogging around a corner, alternating between walk and a run before disappearing from the frame. So let's take a look at this. This is very, very, very interesting nonetheless. Let's take a look at this. And of course, there's no audio to this. It's just her walking down the street, but you can see it's Celeste, and she's kind of, she's doing a light jog. It's like she's in a rush. She's trying to get to somewhere. Maybe she's trying to get to a bus stop. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I don't know if they have like subway trains type thing or a metro link of some sort in the area, like a train system or something like that. But you can see right here, again, she's right up there. You see that arrow. She's running. She's booking around the corner. You know what I mean? So it does make you wonder, what's she running to? Walk, running, walking. I mean, what's actually going on here? I think a lot of us are wanting to know what the heck is going on. But this is one of the many times she has disappeared. Okay? Very interesting stuff, right? And then, of course, she just keeps walking until she disappears. Here's another one. Running, walking. Again. So again, it does make you wonder, what is actually going on here, right? Why is this actually happening? Why? Again, she's known to run away. She's a repeat, she's a person who runs away a lot. Okay. I don't even know what the term is, a runawayer. You know what I mean? But anyway, another person who was actually the owner of the liquor store where they got this security cam footage from, told TMZ that Celeste's sister came to the liquor store on March 19th and asked to review surveillance footage to see if she had run that direction and had run away. The sister said the person in the video was Celeste. So Nadaf, the owner of Del Lago Spirits, says that he gave the footage to the Rivas family in hopes that it would help find her. And this was the second time Celeste ran away from home. We know she ran away in January of 2024 and then was returned home after police found her in Hollywood, in the Hollywood Hills. And God only knows where could she have been. Maybe at this guy's house? I think it's fair to say that she was in this guy's house. But Celeste wasn't a wild girl by any means, Ellie says, and he never heard about any trouble at home. Though law enforcement sources told Rivas kept running away from home because she was staying in a troubled home. Ellie, the owner, says he often saw Celeste come into his store to buy soda, chips, and gum. Police are still investigating her disappearance and her connection to David, the singer who owned the car that she was found in the frunk of that Tesla. Okay. We obtained a photo which showed David less than a mile from Rivas's home in Lake Elsinore, which is, of course, this right here. This photo right here. This photo has been shared like crazy. Some people are speculating that he's actually paying people off to not say anything about his relationship with Celeste. I don't know about all that. Okay. And of course, that's the teacher that said, hey, she was talking to me about being with a guy named David, right? The former teacher told students that she disappeared after connecting with David on social media in early 2024. But he says she was ultimately tracked down in Hollywood and returned to her family at that time before running away again. And I'm assuming running away for the last time, maybe? I don't know. But this is very, very interesting nonetheless. Of course, the owner speaks. So let's take a listen to what he has to say.
Tell me how this has really affected your emotions here.
It's in fact I have connection with all kids. Like I'm here for 11 years. I see this kids growing up in front of my eyes, and I have kids same age. It's hurt for you see all this generation like lost by social media and all this. It's sad. It's burned my heart for her family, for her as a young girl. It's hard. She's beautiful, quiet, shy girl. It's not like from the wild girls. And I shocked when I find out first time when she ran away or missing.
I mean, I think that it's safe to say that, there may not be a wild child in this girl. It could literally just be, maybe it really was a troubled home. Not like this owner of this liquor store / grocery store, not like he's going to really know the ins and out of every single person that walks into his store, right? So there may be information that he may not know. If police say that she came from a troubled home, there must be evidence that they found through their investigation to prove as such. Now, again, like I said, this is a guy who owns the local grocery shop / liquor store around the corner. Doesn't automatically mean he's going to know everything about every single customer that walks into the place. But nonetheless, it is interesting to see her like up and like kick rocks, right? Up and her running away. She's clearly trying to get somewhere very, very quickly. And again, the question is, where's she running to? My thoughts and my prediction, my assumption, speculation is that she was running back into the arms of David. That's what I truly think. I think that there was this unrequited love, star-crossed lovers, Romeo and Juliet type of thing where it's young love, young taboo love, and she just, puppy love that just, she could not be with this guy. I think that that's what it is. I mean, let's not forget, she ran away a multitude of times, only for her to be found in the Hollywood Hills and brought back home, only for her to run back out there to the Hollywood Hills. And then guess what? Her body was found in the frunk of a Tesla in the Hollywood Hills. So clearly, to me, ever since she started talking to David, I think her inspiration was to get to him as quickly as possible. And you know what? Here's the other thing too. If it really was truly a troubled home, maybe David's home was a safe space. Maybe she felt safer over there than back at home. That could be it too. You just never really know. Again, like I've said before, these kids who are young and in love, they instantly are like, you don't understand me, mom. You know what I mean? You don't understand me, dad. We're in love. You know what I mean? So that could very well be what happened here, because there clearly is a relationship that was cultivated between these two. That's for sure. Now it's a question of how did she get in the trunk? How did she get in the front trunk of that Tesla? That's the thing I want to get answered. We see her running away. Cool. How did she get in the trunk of that car? Anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit that like button down below. Crush that subscribe button. We'll talk here soon. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.